When was the last time you were truly happy? Hmm? I met this man in one of these my trips. He shook my hands and looked me straight into the eyes, and he asked me, when was the last time you were truly happy? In the midst of a whole lot of people cheering you up and a lot of people celebrating you, people are happy that you're there. And then this one person just looks at you. That question hit very deep friendly and shifted the narratives just immediately. I didn't know him from anywhere. I haven't met him. But the fact that this one person could actually see through me at the time, because I was going through a whole lot at that time. I had this health challenge, high blood pressure. I've been onto a lot of assignments and all that. What actually got to me was the fact that someone who is not even close to me can look at me and identify what is really wrong. Something that people who are close to me could not see, because everybody sees you to be the strong man, the lion. I was thinking maybe it's something drugs can handle, something I could rest and regain my consciousness, and because I've done a whole lot of assignments for a very long time. I kept pushing till I got to the extreme. When was the last time? He said to me, looking at you from where I was standing, your eyes are tired. It's not about resting. When was the last time you were truly happy? Listen, it is better to lose yourself to happiness than to lose yourself to pain. Because this is a place in your emotional status where you have to stay for a very long time. Pain has a way of shaping you, of forging you into a stranger if you don't take time. Some people are forged better in pain. I used to be there. Yeah, some inspirations are better forged in pain, so you can feel it, so the world can feel it. Some of the things that are making the world dazzle today were born in pain. Listen, a lot of messages that I've gotten that are so deepened into life, spirituality and whatever, they were gotten out of pain. But you will never see it on my face except you look so deep and you see that this person was going through something at the time. So a lot of things were bettered from that place, but that is not a place that is designed to carry you for too long. You get too deep in pain that when you see happiness, you become scared of it. You get too deep in rejection that when you see a warm embrace, you become uncomfortable, as if you met a stranger. There is this struggle between the person you used to be, the person you are right now, and the person that is coming. You're familiar with where you're coming from. Very familiar with where you're coming from. That what is coming cannot even relate to the now of you. It's looking like an alien, a stranger, because this doesn't belong here. I don't know how to identify with this. I don't know how to relate with this. There's too much laughter here. There's too much hug. Ah, and so you see people like that, the moment they get to that place, before you get happiness out of them, you have to get tears first. Because a whole lot of emotions that have been bottled up inside are coming out through that tears, buried inside that nobody knows about. Everyone comes around, but they will never see that part of you. And then when you see someone who just comes in, cracks that part of you open, all you find from those kind of people at that point is tears. I've seen people that have lost everything, lost themselves. They used to be very much happy and vibrant individuals, strong, and all of a sudden they shut down. Silence. They don't know what to do anymore. That's because all those things you saw around them from the beginning were built out of pain. And you know that pain doesn't really last. You only walk through it. But a lot of people get to certain points in that process that they are glued to it, and they can't separate themselves from the prison that it has created around them. Never find yourself in that place and stay too long. If you're walking through pain, it's an encouragement. Do not get familiar with that place. Just know it, that this too shall pass. I mean, if there could still be morning after the night, what makes you think that pain is all that there is for you? There is still summer after winter. There is still the shine after the rain. The sun will shine again. Never ever give yourself too much than you can carry, because that's where it all starts. Gradually, it is taking so much away from you. It is eating deep into you. It is taking your peace little by little away. And when you know that when peace is gone, laughter is gone, and when peace is gone, chaos is coming in gradually. If the two of them come to a balance, at some point you get a warning. Are you sure you can do this? That is not yet the breaking point. That's the point of uncertainty, which you have two options at this point, because this is a crossroad. You either cross that road, continue the journey, or you turn around and go back. Maybe you take another route. But a lot of people keep moving with that uncertainty, unsure, because this is the only thing they are familiar with. This is where they feel they are supposed to be. And down the line, you find out that they've become shadows of themselves. You see them begin to do too much to compensate, sacrifice too much, that it's taken and eaten too deep inside them. They are dying, but they are still on duty. And that duty is not unto themselves, it is unto others, helping other people. You know, at the time where you know that this person needs happiness is when they see people that are sad, they get glued to it. They don't look away, because this is something that they recognize. This is a mirror for them to see themselves. They are working so hard to suppress that pain, working so hard to suppress that part of them. And all of a sudden, becoming nothing is the next bus stop, because dreams are gone. Visions are darkened. They don't see far anymore. They are just confined. They lose themselves. They don't know the next thing to do. Visions are darkened. They are just there. No spark, no nothing. Because every sweetness has been sucked out of them. Whatever it is that has made them human has been taken away. They are just existing, not living, just walking around, not living. That is a very bad place. a very bad place. Because all you have is what was created in that pain around you. That's all you have at that point. You can't do anything outside that confinement. Outside that combination, nothing really exists. Never find yourself in that place and stay there for too long. If it's not working, you let it go. Nobody deserves to die for another person. Nobody deserves to die for another.